The cold didn't whisper, it stabbed. Sharp winds sliced through the cracked pavement of an underpass just a few miles outside downtown Detroit. The night sky was a dull charcoal and the world felt abandoned, like even the stars didn't want to look down on this forgotten corner of the city. People drove past without slowing, without glancing. They didn't see the makeshift camp under the bridge, the shopping carts filled with soggy blankets, the rusted cans burning scraps of wood, the silent figures curled up in the dark. But one of those shadows wasn't like the rest. His name was Malik, 21. No family, no phone, no warm jacket. Just a backpack full of worn-out socks, a harmonica he never played, and a photograph of his little sister from a time when their world hadn't yet collapsed. He wasn't born into the streets. Life dragged him here. His mother had cancer. The bills drowned them. His father drank the pain away, then died behind the wheel one night. His little sister got taken by the system. And Malik? He was left with silence and guilt. It was supposed to be just another brutal night. Mother, cancer, bills, father, drank, pain, died, little sister, taken by the system. Malik, silence, guilt, brutal night. One more evening of breathing fog and pretending he didn't hear his stomach complain. But then he heard it, a sound that didn't belong. Tires screeching, a metallic crunch, then silence. He rose to his feet, shaky and barefoot, and climbed up the embankment toward the road above. What he saw made his heart punch his ribs. A black SUV, mangled and smoking, its front half lodged into a concrete pillar. The driver's door was flung open, but the passenger side, still shut. And inside, a woman slumped over, bleeding from her forehead unconsciously, or worse, he could have walked away. Most would have. This wasn't his world. This wasn't his problem. But Malik didn't move back. He ran forward. The windshield was spiderwebbed with cracks and flames licked the hood. Every second counted. Malik screamed for help, but no one came. No headlights, no sirens, just the sound of dripping fuel and the ticking heat of something ready to explode. He took a brick from the roadside and smashed the window. His hand tore open. Blood dripped. He reached in, unbuckled her, and with a grunt, dragged her limp body out of the car and onto the cold asphalt. Just seconds before a sudden flash of orange burst behind him, the SUV catching fire. The explosion threw both of them back. Malik landed hard, his ribs screamed, but she was alive, coughing, gasping, shaking. He held her close, whispering, "You're okay, you're safe, you're here." She looked at him, dazed, terrified, confused. He was dirty, shivering, face bruised, hands torn. Yet, somehow he looked like the most human face she'd ever seen. She passed out in his arms. When the ambulances finally came, they found a homeless boy cradling a billionaire beneath a burning bridge. Her name? Nora West. CEO of one of the biggest tech firms on the West Coast, owner of 5 mansions, a woman who once made headlines for buying a private island in the Maldives, and tonight saved by a stranger with no shoes. The media exploded. Homeless hero saves tech mogul. They called him the Bridge Angel. They offered him just with a coat, a thermos, and eyes that were no longer clouded with pride. Malik looked up, surprised. "You came back?" he asked. She sat down next to him. "You came back for me when no one else did. I owe you my life." But Nora didn't stop with gratitude. She came again, and again. She listened to his story. She met the others under the bridge. She learned their names, their traumas, their dreams. And then she got to work. Within months, she launched the Bridge Project, a nonprofit dedicated to helping homeless youth with housing, job training, and mental health support. And Malik? She made him the face of it. Not because he needed pity, but because he was proof that kindness doesn't come from comfort. It comes from character. Malik refused to be just a symbol. He worked hard. He helped write policies, attended meetings, told his story at fundraisers, shaking, nervous, real. He reunited with his sister, now 14 after 4 years apart. She didn't recognize him at first. One evening, as the sun dipped behind the city skyline, Nora and Malik stood on the rooftop of a new shelter being built under the bridge project. "Do you ever think," she asked, "what would have happened if you hadn't come up that hill?" He didn't answer right away. Then he smiled, looking out over the lights. "I didn't save your life," he said. "You were just the first one the world noticed. But there are thousands more under bridges no one looks under." She nodded. "Then let's find them, together."